We talk all the time about Trump administration attempts to crack down on illegal immigration, now ramping up ICE operations around the country after arrest numbers fell short of expectations. DHS says a month-long operation in the state of Massachusetts targeting criminal illegal immigrants led to over 1,500 arrests. ICE officials in Boston saying it captured criminals who victimize innocent people, includes murders and rapists and drug traffickers. And not just one state. ICE says it's conducting operations around the country. And we have NewsNation's Jorge Ventura joining us now with more on all of this. Most aggressive operation in years, they say, Jorge?
Yeah, that's right, Connell. What's interesting right now with the Trump administration, from White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller down to Border Czar Tom Homan, they all say they are not satisfied with current deportation numbers and the arrest of daily migrants. What they are doing is stepping up these enforcement operations that ICE is now carrying out nationwide, even targeting work sites. And as you mentioned, in Massachusetts, ICE just carried out its largest sweep ever, arresting nearly 1,500 illegal immigrants in the country. ICE says more than half of those arrests had serious criminal history, like child sex predators and murderers, and also members tied to gangs like MS-13 and Train That Agua. They say that majority of those arrested were actually released by local jails, forcing ICE agents to track them out in the field. But one arrest, Connell, that is receiving now national backlash is the arrest in a Boston suburb of Milford. An 8-year-old high school student by the name of Marcelo Gomez, who was on his way to volleyball practice, was also arrested by ICE. Now, Gomez has been living in the United States since 2012, but was not an original target. ICE says that community arrests like this are often the only option that they have because local authorities refuse to cooperate. Take a listen.
He was not the target of the investigation, but like we have repeatedly said, sanctuary policies put us in a position to go out into communities and look for people. When jurisdictions don't cooperate with ICE and we don't arrest people custodial in custodial arrests, then we must go out into the community, and when we go out into the community and we find others who are unlawfully here, we are going to arrest them.
In attempts to boost up those deportation numbers, Connell, we've been reporting here in San Antonio that we've been seeing now federal agents actually arresting migrants after their immigration hearings. There was a protest right outside that federal courthouse in downtown San Antonio where we were at, where the public was telling ICE or demanding that they end that tactic. So we're seeing really ICE all efforts, all boots on the ground, trying to boost up those deportation efforts.
Now, this case in Massachusetts, there are people certainly, to your point, are not happy about it. So, you know, what's the response been from the governor? How's DHS justifying the arrest? What more can you tell us?
So Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey did take to X to say, quote, that she was disturbed and outraged by the arrest of Marcelo Gomez. He's the 18-year-old high school student who was on his way to volleyball practice. Now, Healey did accuse federal agents as well as local officials that they were, quote, left in the dark, saying that there was no advance notice on this operation. Now, that statement did prompt a swift response from DHS, which defended ICE's actions and clarified that the actual target of that operation was actually Marcelo's father, Joao Paulo Gomez Pereira. DHS says that he's considered a public safety threat, accused of reckless driving over 100 miles an hour through residential neighborhoods. ICE says that they located that vehicle, arrested the son only after determining that he was in the country illegally. The superintendent and the local school officials say that that arrest did take place off campus and that they did not cooperate in that immigration enforcement.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.